the 24th?
Of December?
No, not 24th. Not November. No, it's the second.
It's either the first.
It's the first.
We're going on the first or the second day.
Yeah,
for
well,
sure.
then it's December the first
We
then.
got some time.
Yeah,
Maybe
we have a little
visuals
time.
and stuff too.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna do a nice
Numbers.
PowerPoint.
Good.
Some.
Good. I've got some good professional shots. Not like this today.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I could take pictures today. Not today. We just have a couple questions today, and if we have more,
Sure.
we'll email you. But how did you get started?
How could I get started? So, I went to college at Temple.
Oh,
And
I was gonna go there.
Really? Oh, it's so cool.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. And I went for business and marketing. I think
Mhm.
because my mom kind of steered me towards that.
Mhm.
But I had a nice passion and love for marketing, which was my minor.
That's our
So-
major.
That's your major?
Yeah.
It's exciting. I mean,
It
every
is.
business in the world could not be successful without marketing.
It's the money maker.
It's the moneymaker.
Yeah.
Even if you were like, say you're just like a school teacher, I mean, everything is about marketing.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
know, because in that office, they've got to get kids to want to come to that school. How do you attract the best? So then I wind up saying, okay, well, let me go ahead and finish school, and I'm glad I did. I think to start something and to finish something is just great.
Mhm.
High school's a given. And then
You gotta
Yeah,
go
you
there.
gotta go.
yeah, and then of course, if you can go even further, it's just great.
Mhm.
So my first job was at Mobil, which is like Exxon Mobil now.
Mhm.
Oh,
gas
okay.
station.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So in Gallows Road in Virginia, they had like an intern job as they called it heavy products, and we had to basically do shipments from Beaumont, Texas to Cicero, Illinois of bulk oil, and so my job was to move it via computer. So I had to make sure the drums were there. Oh, let me steal a drum from here, and it was still part of marketing
Mhm.
because it's transportation,
Yeah.
and you got to get the product to the people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I was like, I hate oil.
It's important, but it ain't for you.
So I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and make a splash here. Let me make sure I make a great name here.
Mhm.
So we had this thing called EDI, electronic data, and my new job was to get Kmart to say, yes, I'll do electronic data, which means we can ship them stuff via computer.
Okay.
Don't have to meet you in person anymore. Don't have to ride you. So me and this guy worked feverishly, like up until like midnight every day. And finally, Kmart said, yes, I'll do it. And it was a great thing. I got this award. We got a check. It was like, okay, I'm a salesperson. I love marketing. I
Mhm.
love all
This
the
was the last
aspects of
time
that.
I
Even though I didn't like oil, I liked the wind,
Yeah.
you know. So then one day, they were having an early out. It turned into Exxon. Now remember, whenever there's change going on, or say to meet you, a big company's gonna meet, oh, we're gonna talk about change. Your job's going away. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a great opportunity. I'll get paid for my job going away, because they give you the package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, and everybody's like, Diane, you're crazy. Nothing's happening. Oh no, one thing I know is business. And when there's big change, jobs are gonna get switched. Either two jobs are gonna become yours.
Yes.
Jobs are going away.
Yeah.
Their jobs are moving to another state.
Yeah.
So I said, how can I position myself to leave? Because I wanna pursue my passion, which is hair. So finally, my boss, I told him, and he said, I'll put you in a department that's going away. And it was gasoline for all the gasoline stores. It was pricing. Still marketing.
Mhm.
So I actually was in a department that I had to price gasoline according to the market. It was the most boring job of my life. Like, Diane, to change the price. And I had to approve things. Okay, go ahead and let them increase 5 cents. I said, I cannot believe this is my life. But then the thing came and says, oh, Mobil's being taken over by Exxon, and they're becoming Exxon Mobil rather than Mobil Exxon. This is my chance. So after I got my chance, I got the package. I was paid for 2 years, every 2 weeks. So therefore, my husband, because I was married and some with small children, he doesn't have to suffer without my paycheck
Mhm.
while I pursue my dream. So it was just a great opportunity from God, and I took it. I was scared because maybe I should go with that department that's going away. Not so much. I'm going to go ahead and take the risk and leave all those years I climbed the ladder of corporate America to do my thing.
Yeah.
But first I was like, I can't start my own. I gotta work underneath somebody that's an expert. So I
Oh.
researched and researched, and I found an expert in Georgetown. It was an expert in cutting and coloring hair. And I said, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go sweep the floors and ask for a job. So I asked for a job as an assistant, sweeping the floors, shampooing, and they're like, well, we don't have any openings. And when I went to go ask, I had my resume, my briefcase. I'm a hairstylist now, trying to get a hairstylist job with a briefcase. I had this midriff shirt on with a high-waisted pants that flared out. My hair was so round brush fierce. My makeup was perfect. And I sat in that lobby like, oh, this is that job sweeping's going to be mine. I researched them. They were top 10 in the country. And it was in Washington, D.C. I'm going to get this job. And they said it was nothing there. And I said, okay, no problem. I said, can I observe for a while? They said, sure. So finally the owner came over and says, so who are you? She was doing hair. I said, I'm a stylist, and I would love to work here as an assistant. He said, come back next Saturday, and we're all black. I was 30 minutes early. Doors weren't even open. I'm standing outside waiting for them to open the door, and I am basically his human clip. Whatever he wants, I'm holding the hair. I'm doing everything. So for 6 months, I had to watch him. I stayed right on his tail. I didn't have to shampoo for him because we had shampoo people, but I was there. When he round brushed, I had to hold the hair rather than the clip. And I would section it perfect and hold it. That was so degrading. I came from Mobile Oil, killing it. High level. Couldn't wait to get a promotion every 12 to 18 months. And now I am holding hair for someone to round brush it and cut it. But I knew I wanted something bigger in life. And I knew I know I'm a salesperson. If I can just create something that I love and take it from there. So after 6 months, he says, Diane, you've round brushed all my clients. You've done everything you needed to do. You can't be my assistant anymore. I was like, oh my gosh, all my dreams are coming. What? He said, because you need to be a stylist. You're very talented. And I got my first gig as a stylist.
Oh, wow.
So I went up to like 300 clients. I did up to 300 clients, and they didn't look like us. But they had straighter hair, wavier hair, curly hair, but they just didn't look like us. And I said, okay, so I got a job as a stylist. I have 300 clients. Now I want more. I want to do curly hair. I want to do someone that looks like me. So I started attracting 10% African American women. And I just, every time an African American woman would walk in, they would look at me and their whole face would light up. Like, there's my stylist. So the white people that came in, they could do that with everybody. But the black stylists, black clients, Diane, I said, oh my gosh, she's here for me. So 10%. So finally I said, I'm ready to move on, Dennis. It's been 8 years, 300 clients, government making crazy money. Don't want to do anything else. But you know that thing called God.
Yeah.
And I said, oh man, God. But it's all perfect. I'm making crazy money. The tips were crazy. My checks were crazy. And I was being competitive with myself because my boss said, if you can make the salary of a doctor and charge $360 an hour, you're doing well. So I'm going to make $360 an hour. I'm going to do it in cutting hair. So I started specializing and running classes all over the world to get better and better. And I didn't quite make the 360. I almost did. So finally I talked to my husband and I said, I want to start my own. He gave me my blessings. The owner of the salon said, you should do it. But I want to specialize in curly hair, which means I had 10 clients I wanted to take. Out of the 300 clients, I said, I had your blessing to take these 10 clients. Because some of them were white, black, Asian, but they all had curly hair. I said, I just need a start. He says, I've never heard of anything like that before. I said, I will not contact the other 290. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so finally I started working in my basement while this was being built out. And I said, well, if I'm going to make this happen, these 10 have to at least become 20. Within 30 days, put my right hand to God, within 30 days, that 10 became 100 people.
What?
I remember.
You remember that?
I remember.
And I was
In her
certified.
house.
Yeah, I would do small plates, and then now they're called tapas, right? I would do whatever I was eating and fixing for the kids, I would do a small plate. And I would make sure that when a person came into my home, that same feeling, oh, Diane, your salon's so cute. And oh my gosh, you fed me, and oh, some wine. Oh, Diane. I did everything I could, like a lemon wedge in the water.
Miss Diane, someone named Courtney is here for an interview with
Perfect.
you. Okay, she's
Perfect.
right out here.
Thank you so much. So I just couldn't wait every time my guest came in. Then my husband said, you gotta get these people out of here. about the money. It never was
Mhm.
about one dime. Every time I got the money, I reinvested it into this business.
Yeah.
So now finally, I got this business, and there's no employees except for me. I'm interviewing, and nobody got my model. They're like, "Oh, you're not gonna make it with some scissors and a flat iron. You got a round brush. Ain't no black people coming to you. Ain't no curly hair. Ain't nothing coming." I said, "But I got 100 people off of it. Everybody in the industry down me." But I had this burning sensation to do something different, and I said, if I can do from 10 to 100, I can do it.
Mhm.
So I finally started training people in shampooing and blow, just like he taught me. So remember I was at Human Clip? I created Human Clips. And then you would see 10 people in the room, all prepped for me to come over and cut. Remember how it was here?
Yes.
Taking everybody, just doing my dream.
Mhm.
And then I said, okay, now I'm creating, I created stylists. Because I couldn't find any people that was a hairstylist that understood where I was trying to go. I didn't find anybody with great customer service.
Mhm.
That was already established. I got people with big heads. That's like, oh, you gotta come to me. What? I learned at Mobile customer service, business ethic, HR, that whole discipline. I actually furthered it at Roche at that salon, being in order. And then I finally said, I want to create a brand in curly hair. And when that person comes through the door, I want them to feel some kind of special. When they come in like, oh, now this is nice. And that's how it started.
My dad's a barber, so it's like, yeah. Yeah. So it's like you being like growing up in a barbershop, you see like how important customer service is and how like loyal your clients are when you move, and because it's like the guys he cut with, those are my uncles. Like you see the people that, so it's like you understand that passion. And I never like
Absolutely.
growing up, you're like, oh, when you hear kids saying like, okay, my dad is a accountant or a doctor, you're like, oh, he's a barber, but you don't understand how important like somebody here is. And it's like until I got older with my own hair, it's like I don't just let anyone touch my hair. And there's no like, I know men that I know people like from babies and they're grown, they only let my dad cut his hair. So it's cool to see someone else that has that same passion and drive.
And I'm sure your dad is like, it's the same thing as selling oil for me at Mobile.
Mhm.
I gotta land the case. I want to make sure I get a great job. I want to make sure at the end of the year the profits are there.
Yes.
You know, it was oil there. It was getting these 12-quart 1 bottles of oil in Kmart and doing it electronically. It was a product.
Yeah.
This is a product. It's just more human contact. And the actual service and the product is hair. But HR-wise, marketing, what if I didn't have any marketing?
Yeah.
I don't care how good you were, then you're a salon. See, I wanted a business that sold this product, which is called hair.
Yeah.
I'm sure your dad, he wanted people to say, I want to come to that brand.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he has to market. He's got to have an HR, he's got to discipline their employees. You want it all, like PR. We want it all.
Mhm.
And I want it done just like this. I want to create a brand that, you look at Hair Cuttery. Is Hair Cuttery a place that cuts hair? It's a business that sells hair cutting and a methodology. So I'm going to sell a methodology to my guest list and help me grow. I want a place in Arlington. I want another place in DC. I want this model to just continue to grow. So when you come in, just like when you go to Starbucks, I have $4 and I need to feel good today. $4. So when you go in Starbucks, you get a hello. When you go in Starbucks, you get a great product. It's coffee.
Mhm.
Could you make your own cup of coffee for 30 cents?
Yeah.
Good.
So Cole Stevens, we're just trying for $50. We can make you feel so beautiful
Every time.
every time.
Yes.
And when you don't get it, you don't feel 100% complete.
At all. That is the worst to
Yeah.
walk out of a salon and they has not laid your hair like how you want it to be laid.
Sure.
Ooh, you gotta go home and
It's
flat
true.
iron it yourself.
You do.
You want to take that $50 right back from them.
I mean, for me, like going here, it doesn't matter who I go to. I still get the same
Her
result,
hair be
which I
laid for the
love.
gods. Everybody on our
Always.
campus.
Always.
crazy.
Chanel, she walk. We okay, Chanel, you done had it. It is flowing, the
Oh,
curls, the whole week. It still look good.
And it's a brand.
Yes.
It is.
It's a brand that we want to be something unique, just like Starbucks, just like Nordstrom's,
Yes.
just like we want the same methodology. You know, I mean, the only challenges I have is people,
Yeah.
just like those other places, is when to let them go because sometimes people get lazy.
Mm-hmm.
People, I mean, you see it in everything. You go to Starbucks, you see the same thing. I heard this one guy cursed in Starbucks. He was like getting the sugars out, cursing. That could be my brand. You guys see things that I don't know.
No, that's just the thing
From your mom.
Yeah.
Remember
She
she did
she
on the New
she
York
didn't.
trip?
Yeah, the New York trip. She gave money.
She got the New York trip.
No, she.
Oh.
Remember when Talisa at the end was saying,
Oh,
Yeah. So she. Yeah.
And that creates and every brand and every business must have a giving proportion. You got to give to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If you consider yourself even slightly successful, you must give. Me, I went a little crazy. Did you enjoy the show?
No, I loved it. It was so much fun.
It makes you feel like empowered as a woman.
Yeah.
So that's my brand. That empowerment thing. You got to go get it. You're in college. You got to get your first job in marketing. You got a lot to do. But what I can do is I can help empower you.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what we're lacking, especially like between women. There's no unity like how it was back in the day. Like I see my mom's friends and how they interact, and it's just like
Sure.
how females our age interact with one another. It's like night and day.
Yeah, it's very, very small few.
Yeah, and it's me. It's not
It
us.
is.
And it's
It
like
is.
we can all get it the same. Like we ain't gotta have the same career, but we can help each other. I got something that you can use. You got something that I can use. But it's like no, I'ma just take what I
But
got.
you were creating it. Because you even said to her, that girl's hair flowing all over. You said something positive to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
You never had to mention that. You could have been like, I'm jealous of your hair. I'm not sick of it. But you said, I'm going to actually tell you how wonderful it is for you to get those compliments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wonderful for me to sit here and try to say, okay, guys, this is what you got to do for somebody else. 20 years from now, somebody's going to say, okay, I'm doing something on entrepreneurship. It's starting that legacy, but it starts like now.
Yeah.
Just by that type of conversation. So you are further than you know.
I'm
She's
trying.
better than the people I see like at Chipotle and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you, Diane, they try to touch this stuff. It's not right.
I mean, I just feel like people are not happy with themselves. So then they go to work and they're not happy, and it's just like, because I'm a sales associate, so it's like I can easily, you can put on a dress and I can make you feel horrible, and you can just leave, but
And
that,
people do.
and it's just like, you didn't do anything to me. You come in here and want to have a beautiful experience, and people don't know how to separate their personal life and their business life. It's like you come to work. You don't come
You sound
here.
like him. That's what he always says. Hey, AJ.
Hey, Mo, how
Hey,
You see them
AJ.
ladies
Hi.
Hi.
on entrepreneurship, so they want to talk to me for a few minutes.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Sounds good.
I'm trying to graduate, AJ. I'm trying to graduate.
This is last year, right?
Yes,
Oh,
thank
okay.
I wonder if they had the air conditioner on. They're trying the air conditioner off. They can put a window open. But see, that's the other side. See? And then you cure that with a lockbox. Because in Nordstrom's, you're not allowed to touch the air.
Oh no, we're not. You know I work there.
I forgot. But I use that as a model because you know what? That's where I shop.
Oh
That's
yeah.
where I go. I don't go anywhere
I'm
else.
to Annapolis. I work in women's shoes.
Oh.
Plug.
Plug. Just a plug.
I shop nowhere else because that's how I like my life.
Oh yeah.
My pantyhose, I get there. My leggings,
Everything.
my shoes, my nail polish.
Everything.
But it can mess up if it's not consistent.
Oh yeah. Which they're working on. I can't really say all of it, but they're working on it like a lot.
It's hard to stay number one forever.
It is. But add another question. So where do you see Cole Stevens 5, 10 years, 15? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, you know what? It's really important to me. It's like a family business.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So family meaning I have my sons here, my daughter, and close family friends because they've got your back. I would love to see Cole Stevens become much more competitive in like departmentalizing, like for instance, a marketing department.
Yeah.
You know, I would love like a PR company to like take this brand on,
Mm-hmm.
whether like an internal brand.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love like the best training program with a manual that's like, that manual is copywritten. It's the Cole Stevens way.
Yeah.
With
Yes.
visuals. You know?
And there is a way.
And there's a way.
I know the way.
Exactly. I mean, I would like it to be a place, when you think of a great place to have a career,
Mm-hmm.
that you think Cole Stevens. And it's a hair salon. I want to make sure that we have a sales force that is stellar. I want to make sure that we respect our clients. Like when, like you know how when you have coffee, like I like a cup of coffee, maybe cappuccino, that is done so consistently on a plate. And here's your everything, like even your spoon that's like sweetened spoon. I want it like, this is the way we do it.
Mhm.
But there's a department that just does that.
Okay.
Maybe a cleaning crew on hand
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that like I want it one day to run like Mobile Oil, so that there's stock and there's shares and there's like you could buy in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I see one day from this brand. That's a hair salon. So my dream is so much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you have a partnership with what was it?
Procter & Gamble.
Yes. What does that entail? What does that allow you to do?
Oh my goodness. So one day Procter & Gamble said, we'd like to use you and your celebrity and your success to partner with Procter & Gamble. I'm like, I have a job. So they said that they see me as a model of success in
Mhm.
business and as a woman in the community. So they asked me to be an ambassador for their Hairdressers at Heart. With
Oh,
over
wow.
300,000 salons that I'm the charity ambassador. And they're going to pay me for it, just to do good work. What? And they said, in addition to that, we want you to be a platform artist selling our product Nioxin. You believe in the scalp environment and healthy hair so much. We love the way you cut and color. We want you to help educate other stylists at big shows.
Mhm.
So say there's a big show, there's like 4,000 people at ABS in Chicago, which your sister did go to.
Yeah.
And they said, we want you to just inspire other hairdressers. Do what I love in charity, do what I love and an inspiration, and talk about the success in business, and make sure people understand it is, at the end of the day, it ain't no hair. It's business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me to tell you about your hair, your ends, your scalp area, what can help enhance it, that's my job anyway. You're gonna pay me to go speak to others, and it's a white product, and I'm an African American woman, and you put me as the ambassador for the world, I'll do it.
No problem.
Okay. I'm so Christ centered. I feel like, you know, and they always say, like they said, Diane, please don't use too many, you know, things about spiritual. Don't use God or Christ. Do you want me to do this? So now in my script, when I speak in the media, they already have it. I'm so blessed to be here today. They already know it's natural in everything I do.
Mhm.
Even the fact that you're here and you're here, I feel like Christ allowed it
Yeah.
and wanted it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So in everything, this envelope, like, I'm like, I cannot believe that your mom's giving a donation so a young girl can get to New York. I thank God for that He gave her the job and the heart. Like in everything, I thank Christ. I mean, I'm always in meditation and always just like, God, I just can't believe like you gave me a cell phone and you allow my fingers the ability to push it and my sight the ability to read it.
Mm-hmm.
In every walk, I thank God. In everything. You guys are killing me right now. You're looking like I'm crazy.
No, I'm just
No,
that's
it's
just
important. It's like,
No, it's very important because like my mom, she struggled with that at work a lot. You know, she was trying to like, you know, bring in her beliefs and things like that into, you can't really do that in her type of environment.
people want to like eliminate God.
Yeah, they
like,
want to kind of take it
you
out.
just worked and you did it, and
Yeah.
it's like, no, like you did work
Yeah.
because God helps those who help
Mhm.
themselves.
That's it,
That you
yeah.
know, that's
Yeah.
facts only all day.
Yeah.
But God did something. You can't eliminate the
You
higher
can't, you
power.
can't.
Like you,
I ain't doing
Mhm.
it. And I'm glad I'm in a position that I can.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I do feel blessed,
Yeah.
and I want to share it.
Mhm.
And so I'm not going to like go on and on and on, but I am not
You're gonna
gonna not
acknowledge
say
it.
it. I'm gonna acknowledge it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
which you should.
Yeah, even like at the event,
Yes.
where I was like, my pastor's here, and they became a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
My pastor
Which
on
is
what
great.
pastor do you know on a Sunday that can come to your fashion show?
Exactly.
And I was like, I know I ain't supposed to do this, but my pastor's gotta come up and my first lady. Just give me a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had a big vision and they believed in a hairdresser. You know?
yeah.
You did.
So I wanted the public to say, look at this.
Mhm.
It's almost like you get married only for the public. Because you don't have to get married in front of people.
You don't.
But you do it to say, you know what, I love this person that much that I want to publicly display it to the ring. But you don't need that.
True.
Mhm.
You know? So like for me at this event, I wanted everyone to know that my love for Christ was strong by honoring my pastor.
Mhm.
I mean, but you can see it every day. Like every time I see you, I can see it. Which is so no, it's so true. No, don't cry, but it's so true. Like me and my mom and my sister, we talk about it all the time. Like you do so much good work, and we love the Cinderella Foundation. We really do.
Oh, that's such a good name. That's such a good name. I'm like the ultimate girly girl. Like I just seen Cinderella on Broadway when I went back
Yeah,
home.
she
like
just seen
I'm
it with Kiki.
yes, and I'm going to. You know,
And
Nene
she's
is gonna
taking
be the
them.
evil step.
Nina's gonna take.
She's going
It's
to
a
take
mo-
it. She's going to take it up a notch.
People
I
are like, people don't think that she's
think
going to
But
give
that's-
it life
But
But
because
she knows how to be mean.
because I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Kiki Palmer. Like I don't. After her show this summer, I was just like, you know what,
Bigger appreciation.
yeah.
Mhm.
She brings it to life, and it's like if you saw Brandy, it's like looking at little
Yeah.
Brandy.
Nice.
She has the voice, she has the presence, the cast, and it's like for Nene's role, Nene doesn't have to sing. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She just has to act and be Nene. And it,
Yeah.
oh my God, such a.
so good.
It's a beaut. Oh my God, they're
I
gonna.
can't
They're
believe
gonna.
it.
They're going
Love
to
it.
love.
It was a blessing, that it's called the Cinderella Foundation.
Mhm.
My girlfriend happens to know Kiki,
Mhm.
and I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
To get to go see them backstage.
Yes.
So I just.
And Kiki's nice. She loves her. She loves her fans. Because she's young too. So and
She's
Nene.
young
And Nene loves her fans too. People think she's a diva, but she's very, they appreciate the people that help. They're going to. I went by myself too, and I just got my whole life. I loved it from beginning
So
to
it
end.
inspired you.
Yes, it does, and it makes you a fan of Kiki Palmer. Like I actually, because you see her as an actor, but she had a song. But to be on Broadway, that's a different scale. Like
Yeah, she
to
took it
sing
all the way up.
Broadway songs, that's
She's
a different.
household name forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
She really. I mean, they picked the perfect
Look
person.
at you, ladies.
Yeah, she's graduating too. I met her when I
Since freshman
was in-
year.
Yeah, since freshman, we were just
We were in the same team. We have all the same classes.
All
We're
the-
together all day.
all day, every day.
Awesome, but you can just tell you sharpen each other.
Mm-hmm.
You try to keep it positive, and even when you're down, that's what a great friend does.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody can tear apart a friendship. You may even drift in different places, but you're friends for life.
Yeah.
I mean, for Miss Diane, I wouldn't be here, honestly. She introduced my parents, so.
Oh, that's right. I sure did. I forgot about that. I love your mom. We were like little tots together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
And that's how my dad and Mr. Avon was.
That's how they were. Yeah.
So,
And-
they lived
Oh,
across the
that's
street from each
so
other.
nice. I
Yeah.
like stories like that.
So I was like, Lori, I know a great guy. And she was like, okay, well, I'm single. And she came down from Pennsylvania, and that was it.
Yeah.
I want to have my own business, but it's like, when you want to have your own business and you have this vision, it's like you just want to go there. Like,
Sure.
I have a passion for fashion. I want to have my own boutique. That's always where I've seen myself have, like, ever since I was younger. So it's like, I've worked in showrooms and I've interned, but it's like, after college, I don't want to go back to that. And it's like, you have to, you got to go back. Like, you got to work for somebody else. Like, listening to
Yeah.
you, seeing how, like, you hustled and you grind and you need the extra skills, but it's
You
just
gotta
so
create
hard.
That thing. You gotta let's allow him to give that opportunity of what's gonna be my brand, because you just can't open a boutique while you're good and you're a great salesperson. You gotta multiply yourself
Mm-hmm.
at some point.
Yeah.
What could be your brand? What is your niche? What is that's gonna always this is who I am? Then take it. You're too young to know that. You gotta get the experience and
Yeah.
say, that's what I like. It might just be textured hose. It might be like, I'm the brand for hose. I mean, you name it, I got it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, although you have clothes, this brings you here. Because nobody has it like I do.
Yeah. It's
And you
just
really
so.
believing in it. And
it-
traveling abroad to Europe.
Yeah, it's so, I tell you, it's so hard. And I feel like a lot of, like, the marketing majors in our class, like, it would be really perfect for you to come and speak to our class
Honestly.
because we was having a whole conversation about it. There's so many students in our class that don't want to work for these business companies, and we have the JP Morgans and Bank of Americas, and it's like, as a marketing person, if you don't really love to do marketing, you're stuck.
No, you're right.
And we all have passions,
Come
but we
in.
don't know like where to
Come
go.
Hi.
Hi.
Need to get my stuff.
You gonna go upstairs? It looks good.
Well, we'll see. Well, 'cause you know, I thought about maybe I can get
This one's
Somebody-
amazing too.
a Randy.
Oh,
And
yes.
she works for Procter and Gamble full time.
Hi.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a hair
Sorry.
brand,
Mm-hmm.
and for her, that's how she wants. She wants her own business too one day. But right now, they're giving her things that's building those building blocks, and maybe she will, maybe she won't. But she's happy
Yeah.
most of the time. Do not say a word. She's gonna go.
No, Tiff talks with you all the time because I'm Tiffany's sister.
Oh.
But I just know your wedding's coming up. I know you're excited.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
They're marketing majors, and
Oh,
she's
nice.
like, she might want to get her own boutique one day. I was like, there's a whole journey to get there.
Yeah.
Called
But
branding.
it's good. Yeah.
You don't want to be out there like trying to survive.
Yeah.
You want to create that foundation. And some of those larger companies do give you that.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can get a small company and they really take you there. But most times, you gotta mimic something you've seen.
Mhm.
You gotta learn, like, if someone goes abroad, like Ryan wants to do transportation engineering. If he goes across to Brussels, which has a really good system, and trains with them and brings it back to the U.S., there's something different. Sometimes you gotta get training from other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me give you my number, because I know you
Yeah.
guys are gonna have a lot more questions. Do you
Yeah.
have more questions now?
Let me go through the list.
Okay.
Sit in the car.
What's one more that
Let me
we
get
didn't talk
AJ to
about?
take care of this one.
Oh,
young lady.
yeah.
No, you go upstairs to the office. Or you stay here.
She gotta come talk to our class.
Look at you, little button.
All these other ones I can get from my sister.
Did AJ know who you were? Actually, I'm looking for AJ so we can talk to you real quick. Oh my goodness.
No, she would be good. Coming to marketing, communication, even entrepreneurship.
I'm about to do a board. Do like an entrepreneur board with New York Club. I have like small business people. I'll ask my boss. I don't like that lady. Don't like her that much. I don't. We might have to edit this video.
I mean, well, she's gonna listen to it.
I mean, she wants like record of answers. So I was like, I'm not writing down.
Oh no.
So I'm like, we can write down some of the answers and just like.
I mean, some of them are in our presentation as well.
Mhm.
Can you pause it or not?
I don't know.